So this is Perge, that's the little plan. And that's the blurb which comes with it. It's not as big as Ephesus, but it's but it's very, very big, nevertheless. So this is the main gate in. Its heyday was during the Roman times, although it did exist before then. So as you walk through here, it's quite impressive. These are the bathhouses at Perge. This is the palestra, which has an open space in the middle, but then a covered area around, supported on these columns here. And this is the cold bath area. At one time it was completely coated with this wonderful marble, green sort of stripes everywhere. This is a little remnant of it. And there was white marble on the floor. And lots of statues around the place. It must have been quite splendid. You can see from these holes in the wall, these were where the thin marble sheets which lined these buildings were held on. This is called pudding stone. It's quite soft and easy to work. There is an example of the flooring, most of which has been recovered so you cannot see it. Not small mosaic, large tiles. Now this is the temporarium, the midsection, which is between the cold and hot sections, and you can see the floor was supported on tiles. And in front of me here is the fire, which burned wood, and the hot air was directed under the floor. How they directed it, I don't know, perhaps in just natural flow. This is the cold area, well, a very hot area. Again, the floor is supported by arches.
Oh, that was for man.
So there you can see it much more clearly, the arches which supported the floor, and the hot water was directed underneath. And around the area they had these pools. Pay to come in here. And the ordinary hoi polloi had to go and bathe in the river. But it's more a social event. You came, bathed, drank wine, and I'm sure it was just for men, not for women. This outside the bathhouse is the nymphaeum, and these little statues which are all missing will have been statues of nymphs. This was there's a sort of fountains in front of these. This whole thing was full of water. This is the Agora, or marketplace, and it was surrounded by this magnificent colonnade. These Corinthian tops. And round it were these shops. As you can see, a little line up here. It's really quite splendid. And over there is the main gate into the bathhouse. It's a huge jigsaw of stones. This will have been one of the entrances into the marketplace. And in this early morning light and shade everywhere, beautiful. Well, this is the main street in Perge, and down the middle of it is a water canal. Down the middle of this paved area, and again it's lined with colonnades, which behind them was the wall, and they had a roof across from the colonnade to the wall, and various shops and things behind them, and storage areas. Yeah. You can see this water channel a bit better. It had baffles in it all the way down, so it created pools rather than just pools and little falls all the way down. And you can also see evidence in the street there of iron wheel wear and tear on these stones here, these where there have been carts going, or chariots or whatever. So we're just coming up the main street, approaching the top of it, and it's wonderful columns, really wonderful. And this sort of trough or canal which carried the water down is full of bits of stone, which obviously they will have to clear out at some time. This hill they used as a natural acropolis. We won't be going up there, but that's what it was for. So we're up at the top of the main avenue, and this lovely colonnade of granite with these Corinthian tops on it. And here you can see excavations still taking place. Another colonnade and the shops down the other side. This side having been excavated, they're now excavated on the other side. It's a very painstaking business. This is the very top of the avenue, the Nymphaeum. The water came down over that little lip there, where there's a reclining god or somebody is a bit sick, and it came down into the stone canal. That was the beginning of it, and it went way, way down there, right away down through the centre of this avenue. It really was a big, big place. And masses of it still to excavate. It goes on for yards and yards and yards.
Memory card. In the souvenir shop of museum.
This is the information about the Fountain of Acropolis at the top of the main avenue. And gives you all the information there. You can use the pause if you want to read it all. tunnel. It goes through there. Under that statue you can just see the top of him reclining, and down that canal. And round to the left. There are examples of their pipework everywhere. Little small ceramic sections all end on end with a little flange on the end. Very clever. Although where the water came from, I have no idea. Because it's as dry as sticks. So I'm just going to walk along the outside of the Agora. On the inside, on my left hand side here, there were shops. And there is this wonderful colonnade all the way around the Agora. And these wonderful tops, like the campus tops. Above me was a roof, a timber roof. So the area I'm walking in was covered. Through this gate, and this is another side of the Agora. Some of it's been replaced by modern concrete. As you can see there, this pillar supporting this lintel is made of modern concrete. And here you have the little shops and storage places. They have massive doors. I don't know why they have such massive doors, but I suppose it was to impress somebody. Huge lintels. In the centre of the Agora is this round building, which has obviously had a domed floor. You can see it there, it comes across. And underneath there are lots and lots of water pipes. Or maybe they were carrying hot air, but all the way around you have this, or maybe they were just carrying water to keep the place cool. Well, they're everywhere. I don't know what it was. It just says outside the Agora. But the Agora, I think, was the whole thing. The whole of this market square. So there is the information about the Agora. And the bit I wanted to know about, the function of the building in the middle, is still under discussion. And it's called a tholus or tolus, according to this little map. And there you can see the little plan of it with all the numbers on. Very, very impressive. Just one last look at it before we disappear. Right, columns everywhere. These arches seem to be going underground, do in fact form the support for the tiered seats in the stadium. The stadium isn't inside the main complex, so nobody comes here, it would seem. It's very impressive. I keep saying it's very impressive, but it is, everything's very impressive. Railway arches in London. This one's obviously used for storing farm machinery. Has been given the old heave-ho so you can get in, which is very nice. So this is it, the stadium This holds 15,000 people. Not a soul here today. Very peaceful, quiet. There is the information on it. Shall we see if you use the pause button? You can read it. Which I will do when I get home. Because everything is rush, rush, rush. This gate is a mountain of stonework, a sort of giant jigsaw puzzle just waiting to be put together. They've been at it for 100 years. So